Hey y'all, anybody in the mood for some banana pudding? Well, let's make some yummy banana pudding. So to start off, of course, the star of the show, bananas. And you can do like 6 to 8 bananas. I know it's weird, but I'm not the biggest banana fan. I love banana pudding, but I'm not the biggest banana fan. So I normally don't like this amount of bananas in my banana pudding, but I wasn't making it for myself. So I went ahead and did 6 bananas. Now, let me ask y'all a question. What do y'all call the very end of the banana? That little piece right there that just kind of breaks off? It's gritty and yucky, and I know some people eat it, but we always called it the banana booty. And we don't eat that, y'all. We throw that away. So let me know what y'all call that, or do y'all eat that part? But anyway, moving on, we're gonna go ahead and get all our bananas all chopped up. I like to get this done first, and that way when I get the filling, the pudding part made, the bananas will be all good and ready. But of course, you know, when you're working with bananas, excuse me, you can't do them too far ahead because they'll start turning brown or black, or, you know, bananas get yucky if they sit. All right, so we're going to do this kind of in 2 parts. The first part of this, we're going to take 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. And y'all know I just use the old-fashioned can openers. I had an electric can opener for the longest, and that darn thing wouldn't cut nothing. So I went right on back to a cheap little hand can opener. So we're going to get our can all opened up here, and then we're going to dump our sweetened condensed milk right down there in our bowl. And then we're going to add to this a block of softened cream cheese. Now, y'all know I forget to take stuff out of the refrigerator when I'm supposed to, and I actually forgot again to take the cream cheese out, and I didn't have anything cooking in the oven, so I couldn't sit it on top of my stove top. So I had my crock pot going, and I just kind of laid it over there on the crock pot for a little bit, and it didn't get quite as soft as it needed to be, but it ends up working out okay anyway. But just, you know, if you're gonna make this banana pudding, let your cream cheese get soft first, because it's a whole lot easier to work with if it's softer. So we're gonna go ahead and just get our cream cheese dumped right in there with our sweetened condensed milk. And then I'm going to get out the hand mixer, and we're just going to get this all mixed up. Now, if it was soft enough, you might could just mix this with a spoon. But that darn sweetened condensed milk is so sticky, y'all, that it's just a whole lot easier to do it with your little hand mixer. So I'm just going to mix this up until it is good and smooth. And it's because it's still, the cream cheese was still a little bit cold. I don't know if you can see, but there's still a few little lumps in there, but they come out and it's fine. It'll be fine. All right, so the second part of this, we're going to take a box of vanilla pudding, and it's the big box, the 5.1 ounce box. Now, the original recipe calls for the French vanilla pudding, but of course my store did not have any, so I just went with regular old vanilla, and it's fine. It'll work either way. And then you're not going to make this by the box directions. So your pudding, and I couldn't get the darn milk open, y'all. It was a new gallon of milk, and I could not get that doggone top, the little, you know, thing that seals it. I couldn't get that darn thing off. But anyway, you're going to just add to this 2 cups of milk. And mine's just 2% milk. I mean, use whatever milk you got. It don't make any difference. But you cannot use almond milk, y'all. I tried to make pudding with almond milk one time. It does not turn out. So, I don't know what the difference is. I guess it needs the milk fat or something. But almond milk, I mean, I guess it would work if you like lessened the amount. But you can't substitute almond milk for regular milk 1-to-1 if you're making pudding. Now, I don't know what other recipes it don't work in, but it does not work in pudding. So just an FYI for y'all if you didn't know. So, all right, to our sweetened condensed milk and our cream cheese mixture, excuse me, I also forgot to take my Cool Whip out of the freezer. So it's a little bit frozen. I tried to sit it on the crock pot too and let it thaw out. I even popped it in the microwave for a second. That's why the top looked weird. I had it upside down in the microwave. So I got it mostly thawed out. But don't go microwave your Cool Whip, y'all. I only did it for like 5 seconds, you know, just trying to see if it would work. But you're just going to try to get this, well, not try, you got to do it. Get it all mixed up. And you just kind of try to fold it in, but it was kind of hard for me to fold because of the chunks of frozen Cool Whip. So just do the best you can. I tried to get all the lumps out, and I did pretty good. And of course, they'll melt on down anyway. So once you get your Cool Whip added to that, you're going to dump that whole bowl right over into your pudding, because now your pudding has had time to set up while you were mixing your Cool Whip in. So, and you can mix the Cool Whip in right after you mix the other 2 ingredients in the condensed milk and the cream cheese, but mine was still frozen. That's the only reason that I didn't do it. I hope I didn't just confuse y'all, but you know the recipe will be down below. So in a 9x13 pan, you're going to add your cookies. And I started out thinking I could be, you know, just one of these people that just dumps them in there and just, no, I couldn't do it, y'all. My OCD got the better of me and I had to flip all the cookies over. And I do like a lot of cookie in mine. That's why I just went ahead and did a whole bunch of cookie. And I wasn't too concerned about what it looked like because this layer is going to be covered up anyway. And I did set some of the cookies that weren't chipped over to the side so I can use those for the top, you know, because you want the top to be pretty. So once you put down a layer of cookies and a layer of bananas, you're going to add half of your pudding mixture and just get it real good and spread out, because you want to make sure it covers all the cookies, and that way the cookies will soften up a little bit. And then you also want to make sure that you cover your bananas, because if you don't cover those bananas up and air gets to those bananas, they're going to turn black and then it's just going to look disgusting. So again, here I was trying to be all wonderful and I was right at the end of that bag. So I was like, you know what? We're not going to see this. Let me just dump the rest of the bag on here. So that's what I did. And I'm about to do that with these bananas too, because I got tired of putting them down one by one. I just dumped them all on there. It doesn't matter how neat these layers are, y'all. Just get it on there the best that you can. And then you're going to take your last bit of pudding and put it right over the top. And then just spread it out real good. Again, cover up your cookies and make sure you get all your bananas good and covered up, because you don't want that air getting to those bananas and turning them black. Now this part, I was a little bit neater, and you know, because your presentation, you want it to look pretty. And so I just made sure that none of my little cookies on top were broken. And you just put that last little layer on there, and that's it, y'all. This banana pudding is so good, it fills this entire pan up, and I just make it the night before and set it in the refrigerator, and it's perfect the next day. But you know what? This is a good meal for a Friday. You know, you got meal prep Monday and Taco Tuesday. Maybe I should institute Fat Girl Friday. What y'all think? Y'all want a dessert every Friday? Let me know down in the comments, y'all.